Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another Slashcast. This is a little two-person review on a movie that just came out in theaters called Backrooms. Do you want to say anything about that?
Right. Yeah, we saw Backrooms opening night actually. So we saw it. When did it come out? Last Thursday, I think. Two
Uh,
Thursdays ago. Couple weeks now.
I believe it was last Thursday.
Yeah, so we saw it last Thursday, opening day. Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. Hopefully we can do an obsession review coming up soon once you see that. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it was back session week.
Yeah.
Backrooms and obsession.
Yeah, a little bit. What was the 2 weeks after, right? Backrooms came out 2 weeks after. Because
Yeah.
it's kind of like Obsession the first week, and then next week was Mandalorian and Grogu, and then the third week was
Yep.
Backrooms. So
Yep.
kind of a busy couple weeks in cinema, and then of course you just saw
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe
Masters of the
this
Universe,
week.
which I love too. So it's been a busy month so far with movie releases. So
Yeah, 100%.
excited to finally talk about this. I think our thoughts have kind of like sunk in a little bit. I know mine certainly have. I know I had some initial thoughts when we came out of the theater. We kind of discussed that. I think I kind of founded those together a little bit and kind of put together what I feel about the movie. So yeah, we can dive right into it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, to start off, um, kind of I guess go a little bit over the plot, without getting too much into spoilers. But overall, this movie follows a um kind of separated um man who basically is kind of like going through a hard time in life after his wife kicked him out of their house, and he basically owns a furniture store now. Is going to therapy and basically lives in the furniture store now um, that he owns. And basically everything that happens, he goes to like this mental trauma and seeing this therapist. And one night he kind of discovers this weird gap in the wall when he has like a weird power issue, um, which takes him to the back rooms. And the rest of the movie kind of just goes over the crazy shit that happens in the back rooms, inviting other characters in and kind of showing you a different perspectives of people being in the back rooms.
Yeah, and before I went into this movie, I knew about the back rooms. I wasn't as well versed into the lore as maybe you were or like some other people. So for me, I kind of went into this blind. I know I've seen some of the shorts before, I've seen some of the videos online, but I don't know too much about the lore. So based off what you saw, do you think anything resembles like the YouTube videos that you've seen, or how did you feel like they were up to par with Kane Parsons' YouTube series?
I don't really think I I found myself not as enveloped with maybe the YouTube series. I've seen like a couple of them, because they're like less. It's not really like story based. It's more just like visual horror from
Like,
the
yeah.
stuff I've seen. Um, was actually following the development of one of the games, the Backrooms games, which he basically went through and talked about each individual like room and stuff that he'd be adding. So like that's how I got a lot of my lore, and he delved into the wiki, so I delved into the wiki and stuff like that. To see like what different rooms, because it's almost like a creepypasta like SCP, if you know the SCP universe at all.
No, not really too
Okay,
familiar with it.
that's something that hopefully we maybe get a movie about sometime or something based on this. That would be really cool to see. But that is a horror universe which has like anomalies, I guess is what you call
Hmm.
them, or different SCPs. That could be like anything. Could be like a haunted toaster, or um, the biggest one is like there's basically a big hunk of concrete that chases you around. It's kind of like the angels from Doctor Who. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. But
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a different thing. So like I know a little bit about the lore in that sense, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
Like I'm not like because it's kind of something vague and something that's so open ended. Like anybody out of the lore and anything like that, so it's kind of hard to say. But you know,
yeah. I think it's without mention we have to discuss Kane Parsons being like 19 years old directing this, which is just insane. Um, it's kind of unheard of that you see a 19-year-old take a what was it like $50 million budget or something. No, honestly, it was 10 million. I
yeah,
don't know where I'm getting 50. I think it made 50 million its open weekend, um, which is just crazy to think about. But I think that was our first. I don't even want to say complaint. It was our first like observation because I was calling it a complaint when really we're just like observing what it looks like. But I think our first like observation was that this movie feels like a 19, 20-year-old directed it, if that makes sense.
definitely.
And I think, I don't know if you've heard, but they're making a sequel, and Kane Parsons is actually looking for a screenwriting partner, which I think it would benefit because the script is definitely like the weak point in this whole movie.
Yeah, I
I think
wouldn't.
some of the dialogue falls short a little bit.
I don't know though, because like some of it's like really good in the beginning section. I would
Yeah,
say.
I think we both have the same opinion. I think the first like 2/3 of this movie are fantastic.
Yeah.
At least
Um.
for me, I think I had some issues towards the final act, but
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like the dialogue per se that's like the problem.
no,
Because even
it's
like
just
the part
very
when he
weird. I
like
don't know how to describe it, but
yeah, it's almost like the pacing and event placement maybe, or like leading up to events is the problem. Not maybe that like the acting is great for the most part. I don't think
yeah, I think
anybody's
the
bad.
acting's great.
Um, there's some weird like things overall. I don't know, like it's like I think the problem is like that one we talked about it a decent bit. What we'll get into spoilers now. I guess we'll put a little thing here before we get too deep. But of course, the dinner scene was one thing that we talked about was like almost
Yeah,
weird. I did think that the human part was kind of weird because I haven't seen anything about that personally myself in any of the back rooms like media at all beforehand was like the random people that were formed. I didn't like that as much. I wish they would have used more of the like actual monsters from the back rooms,
yeah.
if you like,
That was another complaint that I guess we had.
which they kind of like showed like a closer version of the monster at some point, like the big kind of shadowy mass that was on the wall, which is a little closer. And then of course you kind of have that like TV style monster that's like made out of cords and stuff like that, which I think would have worked in the section where you get to see like all the like jumbled together furniture and um all that stuff in the beginning. Like I think that kind of character would have worked really well in that section.
Yeah, I think one of the monsters or entities I was really looking forward to seeing, which I don't know if it was the same one as the pirate, but it's the one when they go into the den for the first time and they send the one cameraman
Yeah.
into there on the rope and he declines in, and when he's being attacked, they go down there because they get pulled under, and you see like a tail or something uh take him into like that room. It's
Y-
very like it's a small like second glimpse, but you can see like a tail or something. So I wonder if there's like different entities in like the whole back rooms, or if it was just something that like mimics like a reflection of one of the characters. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I kind of wonder um if they're gonna like rewrite it in the second movie to maybe make it make more sense. Like maybe one of the
Hmm.
creatures is creating those like human look-alike things,
Yeah.
or I don't know. It's like a very weird, like the weird humans being made out of like styrofoam, basically that you can eat. Like this weird plot line. I don't know.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about like some of the positives at least I liked. I really thought this movie started out very strong with like the found footage style. Um, taking place in the 90s. You have the research team, and it's the one I actually think it's the guy from Victorious. Fun fact.
What, the guy in the
Yeah,
hazmat suit?
yeah, that's the guy from Victorious. I
Which
forget his
one?
name though.
Does he
He's
play
the one
Robbie?
that's dating Jane, I think.
Oh, uh,
I forget his name.
yeah, I know you're talking about. I'm literally looking at him right now. I think.
Yeah, confirm with me that's the same guy because
Let me see.
I saw they released a picture and it was I swear it was the same guy.
It looks a lot like him.
But I think he
Yeah,
plays that
Beck.
research scientist. Yeah, Beck. So Beck plays the research scientist in that beginning found footage scene, and I thought that was really well done. Traveling to different rooms, kind of getting our first capture of the back rooms, and it felt very reminiscent to the videos, and um, I really enjoyed them going for that style instead of like the cinematic style right away.
Yeah, and I think
Um,
in turn, when they go down again with like the found footage section with the little
yeah,
film crew,
those were my favorite parts. I really enjoyed those.
I mean, it was cool. Like I like those parts too. I also really like the first time he goes in. I know we talked about
Yeah,
this like after the film. I really thought that part was like really really well done.
yeah, I think those are the like three best scenes in this whole movie. The first found footage scene, the first time Clark goes into the back rooms, and then when he pays those other high schoolers or like people that work for him, he paid them uh, to go to go in there and capture all the footage
Yeah, I do think
because he
the
wanted to capture it for to prove to Mary about the back rooms. But it was weird because I think Mary has like some connection to the back rooms, maybe,
yeah, it almost
or they
seems
kind of
like
hinted towards it a little bit in the beginning.
yeah, in the end, I wonder if it's saying that she was like always just an entity from inside the back rooms, and then finally
Yeah,
when she gets out,
honestly, that would be a crazy theory. If they kind of went for like an Us route, like Jordan Peele's Us, where um,
I've never seen
for
this
those
movie,
that
so
haven't seen it, I don't know if I can spoil it then. But
once we
anyway,
do that
cover your
the
ears.
Jordan Peele full every movie review, it's the only one I haven't seen, I think, because I've seen
Wow,
Get
it's
Out
the
and I've
best
seen
one.
Nope.
I love that movie.
I've heard like a
But
big just to like
that movie
interrupt
kind
you,
of feels like the Backrooms a little bit.
um but Nope like has like a huge cult following now, which I
Yeah,
would never expected. And then the newest one is like not actually his movie; it's somebody else's movie. He's just produced it, right?
yeah, that football one.
That sucked apparently.
I liked it. I don't think it was as bad as people were making it out to be.
Was it just
I still
worse
think
than
it
his
was.
previous movies?
Oh yeah, if you're talking about like movies he directed, it was his worst one.
He didn't direct that movie
He
though,
also
right?
produced Candyman too.
Yeah, I know he produced Candyman. I don't. He didn't direct the him though, right?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
okay.
It was someone from his company.
Yeah, which is fair. Like it's cool that he's giving opportunities
Yeah,
to other people. Um,
like I said, I thought it was still decent, but
yeah, I'll have to check it out
I
at some
know
point,
critically it
especially as
wasn't the
a
best.
football fan.
Yeah,
You know, wearing the Marshall Falk jersey.
Marshall Falk or
Yep,
Kevin Falk.
not Marshall, not Kevin. Uh,
But yeah, I think that kind of leaves it off to some parts I didn't like, some of the negatives. I hate using negatives because I think this movie's still like pretty good. But I think the third act is when it loses a lot of people, and more specifically the dinner scene,
yeah,
where Clark suddenly turns into this like I don't even know how to really describe it. He turns into like this. He like loves the back rooms all of a sudden.
and I really think because I know we talked about it, and I really think this scene just could have been done so much better. If like what I talked about, if they build it up like he got lost in there, was unable to escape, for
Yeah,
like a
I think we
month or
talked
something
about
like
this
that,
too. Yeah,
like where he's kind of has that Stockholm syndrome, then maybe, and like he has to eat these weird humanoid things, not because he's been there for like 2 days, kind of thing. As well as like I think the female should have been in there, and they should have had more of her experiencing the back rooms again, even if it was their past life. One shot that we do get though is cool. Is before the dinner scene, you get to see her original house, and it like fades down the layers, which you
Yeah.
see kind of later actually too when she gets out, and you see the layers of the back room in that giant pit. So maybe that's what that is for.
Yeah. Now, for like the Backrooms lore, I'm familiar with the different levels,
Yes, they
and I think that
usually.
was another complaint that we didn't see too many levels in this movie.
Yeah, the only one I really remember seeing is the um I guess maybe you kind of get like the highway vibe and the like little neighborhood that's in the back rooms, but not really.
Yeah.
And then of course the creepy indoor pool you kind of get for a second during that first found footage scene.
Yeah, I really like the one scene with the Christmas tree
Yeah, that one is really cool.
and the one entity. I thought that was like one of the coolest scenes in there, and I think we see it in like the found footage style too, which
Yeah,
made it even better.
I think
Like
I
I
would
said, I really love the found footage style.
I think I would have been happier with the if the only like weird humanoid entity would have been that like little thing in the chair
Yeah.
because that thing was like weird and creepy. But
Yeah, I think, like I said, they could have easily. Now, I do think they made the right move in not having this fully found footage because I think that, if we saw like a 2-hour movie just in them in the back rooms, that would get a little redundant after a while.
yeah,
So I like that they put in some like character arcs too a little bit, but um, I don't know. I feel like they really pushed in the beginning to focus on Clark, and then we really don't focus on Mary till I mean we get some like I said we get some tidbits of her past and how she has like I think her dad died, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember the story background. I know her mom went crazy and got put into a mental institution. We don't really, I don't think, get
Yeah,
much information about her father.
yeah, I forget. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember exactly. We saw this last week, so some of those parts are like a little blurry. But yes, we get some tidbits of connection to her past like a little bit, and but we really don't get any like character arc in her till she gets to the back rooms and really has that dinner scene where she finally like snaps at Clark during like that interrogation therapy session.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and I don't know. I do like some stuff. Like, of course, there's pretty iconic quotes from this movie. You know, the it's like explaining uh or asking somebody to paint a dog,
Yeah,
like that part or whatever,
with
or
your
like
eyes closed.
no, it wasn't that. It was like with like trying to have somebody draw a dog when you explain to them what they've never seen or however it went. You know what I mean? It's actually if you go to Letterbox, it's like the biggest review on there.
And then we break out into well, actually, I should mention we have the first look at the entity when he comes into that dinner, like the table dinner. I
Yeah,
really though like the scene when that one girl like stands up
it starts running.
and just like sprints to the back in like that dark corner
Yeah,
and just like disappears for like a few minutes. I thought that was like a pretty good scene. And then we have the entity finally comes into the room, who's played by his second role, um, former basketball star
yeah. Robert Robert.
Berminci or something.
Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Robert uh Bro Brozitsky. I think it's Brozitsky. Brozitsky. I don't know.
Which is kind of cool that we like for us we know him since his like basketball highlights,
Yeah. Well,
and now he's
highlights
in
just
like
him standing there, basically.
dunk, dunking a basket, and now he's in two movies
Yeah,
past couple of years, Alien Romulus and now Backrooms,
he's had been in
which he did a
pretty
really
good
good job,
movies.
I have to say.
Yeah, she's been in pretty good movies. Um,
Might be the next Doug Jones.
I will say too, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I don't
Yeah,
know how you say his name, but of
he's
course,
great though.
yeah, played
He's awesome
Clark.
in this.
Really, really good. Like some of the early like dialogue scenes with Mary too,
Yeah,
are so good. Like one of my favorite parts is like when he's uh, like get your fat ass a job or something like that, or
yeah.
get off your fat ass and
He's
get a job. I was like, holy shit, dude, this dude can play an intense character.
yeah, he's very intense, and he tries to like backtrack a little bit and say, "No, I'm just like stressed about work and stuff," and he constantly. And at first Mary, the therapist, is just like kind of siding with him, and that's why I really like the dinner scene when she finally like snaps and like breaks character for a moment.
Yeah, like dude, just that build. If we had some build up to that scene, it would have been so powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they kind of rushed that scene too because they found Mary found Clark pretty fast when she went into the back rooms. And like I said, I think that goes back to what you were saying. Like you wanted her to explore a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? One thing I've been noticed a lot too is this theme of movies for a while, um, having like this. We're building up this person to be the, or like we have this person who's you think's the monster, that 10 Cloverfield Lane, however you want to
Yeah.
look at it, you know what I mean? Like where we build up this character who's the monster, and then you just have it like subverted at the end. Like it's the exact same where it's like the last 5 minutes it's like Asspool a monster, and I love 10 Cloverfield Lane, and I would say it's probably
Mhm.
one of the earliest versions of that kind of Asspool
Yeah.
villain at the end, or like antagonist. And that movie also does it in a very cool way. Um,
I think you mentioned too that this movie kind of reminded you of 10 Cloverfield Lane after we got out of the theater.
yeah, I mean every movie,
But
every movie reminds me of 10 Cloverfield Lane. I just see
it
the
does. It kind of has
absolute
like that
perfection.
subversion of Clark being built up as the villain, and that's
Or
another
like
thing
one big
too.
soon because it's like you build up, he has like these cracks you see, and he's kind of that struggling like, um, I guess husband slash father, like in of course in 10 Cloverfield Lane. John Goodman's character is more of like the father figure that's struggling, but you kind of see the cracks underneath, and then it finally explodes into like a crazy thing, and
Yeah.
it literally is kind of like that last like dinner scene is literally the beginning of 10 Cloverfield. Like everything's just shoved into like 10 minutes,
It really does feel like that.
and then like the monster that's around comes through and ends it. I don't know. I just feel like also the killing of Clark. If we're going to that scene,
Yeah.
dude, that hurts so much with how good he was in the beginning of this movie.
Yeah. That I feel like they killed. He was to me he was the best part of the movie, and Mary, who the therapist, she was also really good. But I think Clark was definitely like the strong point of that, and I was really bummed that they killed him off. Like they killed him off pretty quickly. They
Yeah.
did not. They did not keep him. Like I thought they were honestly going to keep him a little bit longer, but
Do you think they're gonna ass pull him in another movie, like in
um,
Backrooms 2? Do you think we might get an ass pull of? Oh
I don't
no,
know. He seemed pretty dead to me.
he got like right here bit off. We don't know if it was the neck or the shoulder. You know what I mean? So who
Yeah, it
knows?
stays in the back rooms and befriends all the creatures.
They heal him up, dude.
And then we also have to mention that Mark Duplass, Creep, is also the guy kind of running the show at that one company.
Who made
He was
MRI
kind of
machines, right?
overseeing, yeah, MRI machine company. He was kind of overseeing the whole backrooms operation. And we also get that like chase scene for a while. It's like a long chase scene. It feels like it goes on for like 20 minutes long,
Yeah, it is a
which is
very
really good. We get some really cool shots though, where she's
yeah.
going through like tight spaces and stuff and being
And that part
chased
where
by
she thinks she
the
gets to
pirate
the
enemy.
like furniture store, and it's like the fake furniture
Yeah,
store.
Yeah, and
That
then you
part's cool.
slowly see the pirate just creep up on her.
Yeah,
Which those were some really good like long drawn out scenes too, kind of showing like how spacious the back rooms are.
yeah.
Um, yeah, the whole set design was phenomenal.
I kind of think another thing that would have been cool
It's really
too
cool.
is if they didn't kill Clark's character, and he was kind of the one like telling it to get her. You know what I mean? Like more controlling his other side. I think that would have been cool too. Like, no, like she needs to see like how good it is here. But there's like so many things. Like I think that last third of the movie just could have been so good, and it kind of
Yeah,
like falls flat. There's still really good parts in it. Like I think you are saying that that chase scene is really cool, and I agree with that. And I think even the monster design is it's creepy enough. You know what I mean? I wish it would have been maybe more obscured in sections.
yeah, yeah. I think that was one of my complaints. I wish we got like a, I don't know. I just wish we got a creepier entity, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm fine with the pirate too. It's still really cool. Design looks awesome. Um, I don't know. I think this movie, it's one of the few movies that I just feel like needs a sequel.
Yeah, I
Like
need
this
more
is not a movie
explanation.
to me that's not even that. I just need to see more of the back rooms and more of this lore build up. Because this movie also takes place in the 1990s too.
Yeah,
So this is like, there's tons of questions. And I think Kane Parsons kind of wants to leave it at that too. So it's open to interpretation like a little bit. Um, but this movie
would you
feels
rather?
very
Oh, sorry.
Lynchian too, which
Yeah,
is another vibe I got. It feels very like, it feels like a David Lynch movie.
very avant-garde for our
Yeah,
age. I said day one release. Do you think that instead of a sequel, we might get a prequel with the MRI crew that discovered it?
that would be really cool. And
Like,
that's not an idea I've really heard of. But
like
I actually think that'd be pretty cool because we also don't. I mean, besides Mark Duplass kind of explaining like a little bit, which I thought there were some really good scenes and really good dialogue where he's explaining like, yeah, we don't know anything about this. It doesn't make any sense to us. We're trying to figure out. We know just as much as you do. We just know it's like this endless, spacious room that just never seems to end. We don't know anything about it. I think that's very cool.
I,
Um, so I
I
think either a prequel or a sequel, like time jumping a little bit, would even be cool when they figure out a little bit more about the backrooms too. Because
yeah,
we also, I feel like since they killed off Clark, we don't need to focus on, or even you could say Mary, even though we don't really know what happens to her. We just get that snippet at the end.
yeah. I do
So
think,
I think there's a ton of sequel ideas they could do.
yeah, I do think it would be cool, really cool to see a a world two where we get to like see that earlier section, and like this just coming to the mind. But I think it'd be really cool to have it where it's a prequel with the like MRI team finding out about it. And it's like one of the first teams they send in, and they get like super far in, but then get lost in there. So we get to see like more layers, and maybe like the first half is them, or the first third of the movie is them going through there, like exploring all these new places that we haven't seen yet in the back rooms. And then the second one is like a team trying to go in to recover them. Might be a cool idea,
Yeah,
just so you get to see
I think
more, and maybe they get down stuck down different paths and stuff like that. I think the whole thing where they're like coming and going kind of hurts the idea of the back rooms, which I think would be a lot cooler
yeah,
if you have people getting lost in there and finding more um, through like
or
trial and
just even
error.
can't get their way back.
Hmm. But I think if you're
Because
doing
I
that, you
do
need to
like,
like have them find new areas, and them thinking they're getting
oh yeah,
closer to escape when they're actually just digging themselves deeper.
yeah, I do like the idea of how he like initially finds the door to the
Yeah.
back rooms, but I don't know, it just leaves you. It makes you kind of wonder like how, because I'm assuming how does he get back there? Is it something to do with like the power?
No, I think it's just he has an access hole in his wall. Has nothing really to do
But
with the
initially,
power.
okay, Yeah.
What are you talking
I
about
don't know. I feel
initially?
like
Sorry.
just initially, because that's when that power like surge goes off, and then he finds something
I
through the
think it's just
door.
when he notices it's like something just like weird of like the Backrooms, like the Backrooms is kind of like affecting the
So I
nearby
didn't know if it
thing.
was something like when only like the power's off, or like the power surges or something he can go through, like the gate opens.
No, because then they're kind of seen like doing it whenever then afterwards, and then he has that little
Okay.
door taped
Yeah.
off. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because I
I
just
think
wondered, because obviously like Clark and everyone's, I mean, there's like three people dead, so I just wonder like if more people continuously um like investigate the back, or not the back rooms, the furniture store,
well, I think they know
if
at the
more people
end.
discover.
You know what I mean?
You're talking about like the MRI team.
Yeah, like they already know at the end that it's the furniture
I
store.
No, I know they do, but like like obviously when they investigate like the missing people,
Mm. Yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe that'll be a plot
you know
line
what I
then.
mean? Like,
Yeah,
so I don't know. There's a ton of ideas they could do for the sequel. I'd be down if they do like a prequel, like you said. That'd be a really cool idea. The first people that kind of discover the back rooms and send like a rescue team there. Or I think they could do maybe a sequel, like a time jump, like a 20-year time jump or something like that. That'd be really cool.
I don't know if I want to see it in
Um,
modern day though. Really,
you don't want to see it modern day?
nah. I think it's like cooler in the '90s aesthetic.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I like period pieces more too. So I think it also helps the environment. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But and like the found footage sections look better that way too. I don't know. It's so hard to say like how it would go.
But yeah, I think some of the, like I said, the strong suits were definitely for me. The set design was really cool. The liminal space used actual sets and Blender, and I know Kane Parsons. He was really involved with the special effects team with that. So that was really cool. I was reading he was inspired by the game Portal,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I can totally see the influence in this movie with that.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Um, Overall, then, since I feel like we've gotten to a lot of our points and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like this
Um,
is a movie that's hard to cover too, because it's really, I don't
yeah,
know, it's very ambitious. It's very like I said, Lynchian. It feels like a David Lynch movie a little bit, so it's
yeah, 100%.
very hard to describe, but I think we covered most of the bases. I We both really enjoyed this. I know initially I was kind of like, what the fuck after we left the theater, but after sitting with it, I think this movie is very strong, and I definitely want to watch it again. I have the urge to really watch it again. I'm glad we saw it in theaters, because I think this movie is meant to see in theaters. So
Definitely.
if you guys haven't seen it in theaters yet, go check it out. Because yeah,
Yeah.
better than an at-home TV.
I think my overall rating for this movie is still probably says what I said at the movie theater originally. It was probably about a 7.5.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
think
7.5 too.
cool. Yeah, I think it's on that lower end. Like on Letterboxd, I probably have it a 70 or a 3.5 out of 5 kind of thing. But like, I still think it's really, really well done for a 20-year-old director. Like, really, really
Yeah,
well done.
it's a extremely strong start. Really good performances. I know some of our complaints with, the initial. I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe the script wasn't as bad. I was just being a little too critical, but
No, I
yeah,
like
performances were great.
I
Set
understand what
designs were great.
I do understand what you're saying. Like I think we like overall I think we have the
Yeah, it
same
just
thing. That
feels.
last third is just kind of falls apart a little
Yeah,
bit, especially just like the motivations of Clark. But there's still good sections in there afterwards.
yeah. I think honestly, before the third act, I was at like. I'll be honest, I was at like a 9 out of 10
Yeah, I feel the same.
before that third act, and I just think with the reveal of Clark and the entity and Mary getting into the backers for the first time, it just felt very rushed, conjumbled a little bit, and I think they could have executed things a little bit more efficient. But overall, besides those flaws I had, I think this movie's really good. I think it's a good entry point to like a trilogy or something.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I guess before we finish this one off, it's a little bit shorter of a video. Do you have anything else movie wise you want to talk about, like any upcoming things? Because there's one thing I kind of want to talk about. I know I mentioned it in our chat was that
Um,
but I'll let you go.
yeah, yeah. I'll let you. I think I know which one you're gonna say. Um, I know we haven't talked about it on the channel yet. Hopefully, we do an Obsession review soon. But movie of the year for me so far. I've been talking about it nonstop. I know you haven't seen it yet, but hopefully you do, and we can talk about it soon. But Obsession by Curry Barker, really good era right now for young directors. We have Curry Barker is 26 and Kane Parsons is 20 years old. So I think the hands of horror are in uh, good shape right now, and it's looking exciting. Um,
You know what's crazy
Other
too
movies, what's up?
is this kind of comes after the big wave of Ari Aster and
Yeah,
what's the other big
um,
um,
Robert Eggers.
Robert Eggers, which are two still younger directors too.
Yeah, both in the 30s.
Yeah, like we are going to a new era of a lot of like visionary directors, I would say, which is very cool.
Yeah, I
It's
think they've
something that
taken
horror
the
hasn't
material.
seen in a long time, I would say, since like John
Yeah,
Carpenter and um, something like George Romero. Like you haven't seen a lot of cinema and stuff, even like Wes Craven, I guess, if you want to say him as well. Like there hasn't been a lot of
yeah.
big creators, other than maybe I guess one dude I want to talk about. I don't know. Before you were segueing into something, um,
No, just agreeing with you. I think we're in good hands right now. I think this is the hottest era for horror movies right now, and honestly, I think horror is taking over cinema. To be honest, we didn't even mention Zach Cregger's too.
yeah,
Also, another young guy who's kind of taking over. Um, to
except
me, those are kind of like the
isn't
four horsemen of
isn't
horror
the
right
Mummy
now.
bad?
So, The Mummy.
Yeah, isn't that Zach Cregger's?
No, that's Lee Cronin.
Lee Cronin. Sorry, yeah, you're right. What is Zach Cregger's?
Zach Cregger's is
Oh
weapons
yeah, weapons. Sorry. He's
and
doing Resident
Resident
Evil.
Evil.
Yeah. And Barbarian as well.
Yep,
Uh, but
and
yeah,
Jordan Peele. Can't even
yeah.
forgot. I know we mentioned him,
He's
but
a little bit
yeah,
older. I
we're in
think
good
he's in
hands
his
right now.
50s.
But
Um,
he's another comedian turns horror guy like Curry Barker. So
yeah, that's true. Maybe they'll do a movie together someday. That'd be cool.
hell yeah.
Um, but yeah, I want to talk a little bit about something talking about the big directors, I guess, of the 2000s, a weird era where you got like Rob Zombie directing horror, being a visionary director. Um, and Eli Roth, I guess, is one of those big guys. And I did want to talk about that since I guess, Zach Kreger's talking about that. Did you watch that trailer for his new movie?
No, I honestly don't even know if I'm gonna watch it.
What, the
Ice Cream
trailer?
Man.
Yeah. So, did you watch the trailer or no?
No.
Okay. That movie, to me, is already, um, I guess it's like, it's all basically Eli Roth. Um, but yeah, it's basically, to me, it's like this ice cream man that turns kids psychotic and makes them start killing their parents, which to me is so much like the trailer and everything feels so much like Weapons. Like it feels like it's almost a ripoff. And I
A
believe,
ripoff.
yeah, and what's that other movie? I mean, not really. I guess Children of the Corn. I guess is kind of that same. But I'm trying to think what the movie is where the kids kill their parents. Um, there's a big one like that.
Sinister?
Yeah, I guess so. And Sinister isn't like all. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, but that's like mainly for uh like a house or whatever. I don't remember how the fuck that movie even works. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It just feels tacky, and um, we got another couple movies coming out. Ridley Scott's new UFO horror movie, or whatever that movie
You
or
say Ridley
action.
Scott,
Yeah, right.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg, dude. Sorry, really. I was talking about the
I
wrong
I'm
director.
personally
That's kind of
excited for
makes terrible
I'm
movies. Now,
I'm personally excited for that movie.
what is it called?
I think it
Disclosure
look
Day. Yeah,
yeah, I think it looks good. It looks like it's gonna be fun.
I don't know. I think it looks really bad, and the CGI is some of the worst I've seen in like a modern movie. That CGI looks so
Yeah,
bad.
it looks a little tacky.
Um, and then we have, of course, um, Oak Oak Street, Oak Lane,
Oak Street, yep.
Oak Street.
I'm really excited for that. I'm
Um,
glad you mentioned it. I almost forgot to mention it.
yeah, that one I am interested in see. I think the cast is really well, um, a really good cast. Of course, you and me are big Abrams fans. Um,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be another Cloverfield
yeah,
movie.
everybody says that always, dude. Just like what's that movie called? The zombie movie, Overlord.
Overlord.
That was not
Well, it
a
technically was.
no. It's not tied in at all. Officially, not tied in.
Now it's not officially,
I don't think it
but
ever
it
was.
was.
I think that was like a rumor somebody made up. I don't know if it ever was, but
Well,
this is
either
like a
Oak
big
Street still
thing.
looks cool.
Because I do. I don't know. Cloverfield was so good, and then Paradox came out, and that might have been one of the worst
Yeah,
movies I've ever seen. Um, and then
it
we of
was really
course
bad.
we got some big news too in horror gaming too. We saw that 3v1 Saw game. Um, that hopefully
Yeah,
will
and we've
harken.
Hellraiser coming out too,
Yeah, Hellraiser. Um, that Saw one
and
too.
Halloween.
Is there a Halloween game two coming out?
Yeah, Halloween. The same people that made Texas Chainsaw
Okay.
are making a
My
Halloween version.
my only problem with that thing is these 3v1 horror games come out. They basically like survive for a year, maybe if that, like 6 months, and then they completely die off. Same with like Killer Clowns.
Yeah,
It really sucks.
Texas Chainsaw though had some life for a while
Yeah, I don't know if people still play it. We played
because
it
they
a little
spend a
bit.
lot of time with like the lore of the games too, and I think that's where it built its fan base. I don't know if Halloween's gonna be as big as Texas Chainsaw was, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Saw, I'm definitely interested in because I feel like Saw will bring like the brutality and everything like that. Might bring a new um, audience into that gaming space, but we'll have to see. Like I know it's not as big, but it's kind of like more recency bias. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
think the Hellraiser game looks pretty cool too.
yeah, I think that kind of falls in that
I
weird
think the
like 80s
visuals
80s
and
movies people don't
everything,
think of anymore. Though sadly, like
and that's a Clive. I don't know, Clive Barker. I
yeah,
think he has some really cool designs too. So
definitely.
um, I think that game will kind of work well
Yeah, I agree.
visually. So
And then the last one I want to talk about before we get off in that video game space, Alien Isolation 2. Did you watch the trailer?
yeah, I didn't watch the trailer. I saw some photos of it.
Okay.
Hearing nothing but good things though about it.
Yeah. Have you played the first one?
I haven't actually.
Oh, you
Haven't
should
played the first
you
one.
should definitely do that at some point.
Feel like I need to now.
Yeah, especially that goes into um Ripley's daughter, who's like a cutout portion from the first two movies, I believe. Um, Alien and Aliens. It's like in the director's cut, she talks about her daughter, which is kind of like a cool thing
Okay.
that they ended up making a game based on that and being
Yeah,
so
that's
like
pretty
big.
sick.
Um, Kind of going to weird alien lore there. Um, but yeah, I've been watching a lot of horror movies. I did watch Session 9, which I'll never make a Slashcast on, but that movie sucks.
Ah, I kind of liked it.
You like Session 9?
Yeah,
I thought that movie. I think I bought that movie too to watch it.
I I don't know. I thought it was weird, but I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch it. I enjoyed it though the first time I watched it though.
Yeah, I think one of the guys on like Facebook or something like hyped it up really really hard. Um, but I kind of like, I don't know, I found it kind of boring, and
It's
then like
yeah, you have to be into like the psychological,
I
slow paced horror movies a little bit, but it almost
I do like
I
those
will
though, and
give it to you. It's too slow though.
it's too slow. Nothing actually happens with the character on like the Mike the Mary character that brings up like you have this dark section. You think this like lawyer guy is gonna find something like in there that's deeper, but nothing happens, and then it just turns out to be, I don't know, dude. That movie's not good. Maybe we'll have to do a video on it or
Yeah,
something. But I did not like that. I
yeah.
watched.
I thought you would have liked that. I was
No,
surprised when you told me you didn't like it.
no,
I thought it would have been up your alley.
I really did not like that movie. I like watching. I was like, dude, this is a
Interesting.
waste of whatever 2 hours of my time.
I did watch a couple horror movies recently. I watched Whistle, which came out this year on Shudder.
Mm,
Um,
not
yeah.
good.
Um,
Another Shutter
honestly,
classic,
I will
huh?
give it to you. I will give it to them. It's fun. It's
Mm,
fun to just like if you're going in for an unserious horror movie, it's very fun. It kind of reminds me of like those 2010 movies that always like came out like every weekend, like Ouija. Do you remember those type of movies?
yeah, Ouija 2 is a great movie. We actually need to talk about that on the channel.
Yeah,
Ouija 2,
Ouija 2 is good because it's a Mike Flanagan movie. But you remember
Ouija
the
1
first one though?
sucks.
How yeah, this movie pretty much was like Ouija 1.
Dude,
It
Ouija 2.
was,
I need to
but
rewatch Ouija 2. I just remember watching that movie and I was like, holy cow. What is
yeah,
that one? Origin of Evil?
yeah.
Yeah. Mike Flanagan. Yeah.
Especially that one scene with the girl that forces the one boy to like take the slingshot to the face, dude.
But yeah, I mean, I
You
don't think
hear
I've
those
ever
like
watched
gross
like,
sound effects.
I haven't watched like any Mike Flanagan stuff really. I know he's doing Clayface. And
Really?
I guess Hush. Hush is awesome.
You've
And
never seen Midnight Mass,
uh, I've seen Gerald's Game too, but I've never
Doctor
seen
Sleep?
Doctor Sleep.
Really?
Yep, I've never seen Midnight Mass. Let me see. I guess I've seen. Yeah, I've never seen VHS and Beyond. I haven't watched any of the new VHS movies yet.
He's doing the Carrie TV series that's coming out, and he's doing the new Exorcist reboot.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to watch
And
more of
I
them.
think both are going to be, if there's anyone that can touch those IPs, I definitely think Mike Flanagan's the guy for it.
Yeah, because I have enjoyed like all the movies I've seen by him. Ouija's awesome. Uh, I feel like I've seen Oculus before, but I can't remember. But yeah, Ouija's enjoyed a lot. Gerald's Game enjoyed. Hush enjoyed. Yeah, like the first page, I'm just looking at his movies on here, and I have not
Yeah,
watched a lot of like the first
he's
six on there, but the next six I've seen like half of them. So
and then I also watched 90s Kurosawa movie because I haven't watched his filmography yet. And I watched Cure for the first time,
hmm
and dude, it was so good. I would love to talk about that movie. And one of my buddies told me he said if you watch it and you'll you ever see Long Legs? Have you seen it yet?
no,
Okay, but someone told me that Long Legs is pretty much like felt like Cure a little bit, and after watching Cure, I was like, okay, yeah, I see where Osgood Perkins like got the inspiration from, but that movie was so good. I don't even want to like talk about it, but um,
yeah,
just because I really want you to watch it. But it's a Kurosawa movie, and I haven't watched any of his filmography, and I know he has the movie Pulse, which is inspired or Obsession was inspired from a little bit, so that's probably the next movie I'm going to go check out. But yeah, I really enjoyed Kira a lot. And
yeah.
that was my first like Kurosawa movie. It was a pretty good one to pick. So
I really, really like um the Asian uh filmography. I don't know if you know. Um, I don't know if I've talked about this on. Um, what am I thinking? I thought it's called The Host. Am I being dumb?
The
What is the?
Host?
Yeah, isn't that the fucking the Korean kaiju movie? Am I being dumb?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called The Host.
Bong Joon-ho's
Yeah.
Host.
Okay,
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah.
The movie
No, I was
rips.
trying to remember. I don't think because I really like Song Kang Ho. But have you ever seen Memories of Murder? Oh, it is by
I
Bong Joon
haven't
Ho
yet.
as well.
Yeah.
That movie, like, dude, getting
He
into
has a
like,
monster filmography too. That's a
yes.
movie though I haven't gotten to, but it's been on my watch list for a while now.
Have you watched Parasite?
I haven't watched Parasite either,
Ugh, okay.
which is another like I know. Ugh,
Yeah,
I
it's dude,
really need to
it's
watch those too.
what I just watched. Oh yeah, Harakiri. That movie was like rated super highly on
Yeah.
Letterboxd, so I watched that, and that movie was amazing. Um, for like the time and everything, dude. The such a good movie. Like you need to watch it at some point. It's not horror or anything. It's like a drama period piece, but it's so good. I was
Yeah. I have to go check it out now.
I don't know, dude. It's been a lot of been watching a lot of good movies. Watched Hunt for Red October for the first time ever the other day.
Okay. Yeah, and
It was
then
decent.
the other movie, I've been watching like a bunch of new releases, so I haven't watched as much or older movies besides Cure. But I just watched another movie that kind of flew under the radar this year, which is a Toho animated movie, Scarlet, which is a new
Yep.
anime movie that came out this year. Um, I know it has like mixed reviews. I really enjoyed it. It's the way I described it was Mad Max meets The Lion King because it's based off. It's cool because it's based off like a Shakespearean play,
Mm,
Hamlet, which very familiar. A lot of people are familiar with
yeah.
Hamlet. Um, but it was really cool because they kind of go into like a post-apocalyptic afterlife realm, and it reminded me. It really reminded me of like the Deadpool and Wolverine, like Wasteland a little
Hmm.
bit. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It kind of flew under the radar this year. I didn't even hear about it. I was just checking on Letterbox random movies and I saw it and decided to watch it. Um like I said, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it'll make my top 10 this year, but I think it's worth to go check out.
Interesting. Yeah, I was watching because Toho. I was watching Vampire Hunter D, which is also Toho,
Yeah.
like the OG. I was watching a bit of that. I didn't get to finish it. Just because I watched Harakiri, which is fully in Japanese, and then I was like,
Yeah.
I think I was gonna watch Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, which
Oh,
maybe
okay.
maybe I'll watch that tonight or something like that. But I also stopped that, and then I went to watch Hunter D, and I was like, let me just like save the foreign stuff for now, because I'll watch it. I just don't like watching a bunch of foreign movies back to back kind of thing.
Yeah.
But overall,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then I started watching Perfect Days recently. I watched it right after watching Kira because I really liked the main actor in that movie. I wanted to watch like more movies he was in.
mm,
I can't. I'm blanking on his name right now.
is that Curious fully in Japanese, right?
What?
The
Perfect Days?
no Cure
Yeah.
is fully in Japanese. Okay,
hmm
or is it Japanese or Korean?
It's Japanese.
Okay,
Bong Joon-ho's he does the
I know he's
Korean movies.
wow. He's not the only person that does Korean movies.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
He also does Snowpiercer, which is fully in English, and Mickey
Mickey
17.
17,
Yep,
which I really liked. I love
I
Mickey
haven't seen it yet.
17.
I heard mixed stuff, and then you know what's crazy?
Oh, actually, movie I'm really excited for this year. We just got a trailer. Um, I don't even know the name of Prime Time with
Prime time.
Robert Pattinson playing Chris Hansen. I'm so excited for that movie.
Like Chris Hansen, like
Yes, he's. You have to watch the trailer.
okay,
Robert Pattinson is playing Chris Hansen
like To Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen.
in To Catch a Predator. Yeah, and they're doing a movie on it.
Hell, they
It's
did.
gonna be
Are they
so
doing the
awesome.
whole movie about the Boondock scene?
I don't know
Do you know the Boondock scene of Chris Hansen,
which one.
where he's like, "Oh, I know who you are, Mister Hansen." He's like, "I want you." You've never seen that?
I don't know what scene you're talking
So
about.
there's a scene at Boondocks um, where it's like
Oh, is this from the Boondocks?
yeah, like the show.
Oh, I haven't seen the Boondocks in years, so
Uh, there's like a scene in it though where it's like this guy basically like pretends to be a predator, so he can,
you can see Chris Hansen.
so, yeah, so he can make love to Chris Hansen. It's like a whole scene in the cartoon. It's
Yeah,
pretty funny, but uh,
but yeah, I'm really excited for the movie. I think Robert Pattinson's probably like my favorite actor. Honestly,
yeah,
I was
he's really
thinking
good.
about it. I really think he's my favorite actor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Matthew McConaughey guy for life, but
Matthew McConaughey is like up there too. I really enjoyed the drama too that came out this year with Robert Pattinson and
yeah,
Zendaya
yeah, I heard about that. Was it?
that came out. That was another A24 movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say like Obsession, the drama, Backrooms are like probably my top three movies so far this year.
do you like Backrooms better than Master of the Universe?
I do, yeah.
Okay,
Well, actually, it's tough because I'm like really biased. I really enjoyed Masters of the Universe. I thought it was really fun.
yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
I'll maybe see it. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters.
it's very goofy, but you just have to go into that like knowing it's gonna be very goofy.
Is it like a Marvel movie, goofy?
Um, a little bit. It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll
that
see
type of
it. I don't know.
humor.
I just have not been in like a. I don't know. I like. I don't know. I've been like in a weird movie like thing with comedies too, where I'm like, I do love like the 2000s comedies and stuff like that, like the raunchier stuff, and then either that or I like that 90s kind of like the more drama comedies. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Like scary movies. I'm kind of bummed that Masters of the Universe didn't make that much and Scary Movie did because I think Scary Movie 6 just looks horrendous.
Yeah, I don't
Which
know.
sucks to say because I really enjoyed the old scary movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think those old ones are hilarious. Um, but I
I,
don't know. I watched the trailers and like none of the jokes really like stuck with me that much. Maybe the movie's like better. I haven't seen it, so I
I've
can't really
heard
speak for it.
I've heard mixed things. I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like I don't know. It's such a hard thing. Like I guess Scream too. Same thing. Like you're very unhappy with Scream, right?
Yes.
What do people
I'm
say about? Or is the new Scream even out yet?
yeah, it came out.
Do people like it?
Uh no.
Okay.
There's just so much controversy surrounding that whole movie that like I mean, it made a ton of money in the box office. They're gonna do another one. Um, but I think that franchise kind of needs to die. I think
Yeah,
Scream
I mean,
7 just should have never they should have just never made Scream 7.
since what Scream 4 was the last Wes Craven one.
Yeah, I love Scream 4. I'm like I said, I'm a Scream 4 truther. That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite Scream movies. It's my
that's where
second
I
favorite
finished.
other than the first.
Actually, I did watch the. Did you watch the TV show?
Some of it. Only the
Okay.
first like couple episodes.
I actually enjoyed. I think the first two. Well, the first season I think was the best, but then the third season like completely switches up. It's weird.
Yeah, Scream 7 just went with like this ridiculous. Well, there's some like backstory where they fired Melissa Barrera, who was the star of Scream 5 and 6. And then Jenna Ortega left, who was the other star in the movie. So that kind of cut that whole storyline. So Scream 7 pretty much like retcons those characters and they made Sydney come back. Nev Campbell came back, and it just felt like they were just nostalgia baiting,
Yeah.
bringing back everyone. They brought back Matthew Lillard with AI.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, Matthew Lillard was back with AI.
He couldn't just get in.
No, he was, but they made him like an AI character in the movie.
Like he was dead, but he was in an AI body, or in
Like
like
like the
uploaded.
movie, they had like videos and like of him FaceTiming Sydney, but he would be like an AI like character, if that makes sense.
Interesting. That's weird. Why not just
So
have
yeah,
him?
they just did some choices that I was not a big fan of.
Yeah, why not just have him at that
And
point? That's weird.
yeah,
All right.
well, because
Well,
he's dead.
well, Matthew Lillard in real life's not dead.
No, I think you're missing what I'm saying. Like he was, you know, in the first
He,
one, how
yeah, he
at the end
dies.
they hint at, well, they don't show him like dying. They hint at him dying,
Yeah.
like he's bleeding out and stuff.
Okay, so
So
they
in this
like
movie,
he's
it's like
he's an AI. Okay, I see. So in the movies, AI.
the person that's playing Ghostface is using Matthew Lillard's like voice and stuff, but it's an AI voice. Like they're pretending to Sydney that he's still alive
Okay,
using AI.
I don't even think I can talk about this anymore. This is fucking stupid.
Like it's yeah,
Uh,
thank you. Yeah, don't watch the movie,
I'll
or at
watch
least
it.
I
I'll
shouldn't say
watch
don't
it.
watch it. Don't pay for the movie.
All right. Well,
I don't know. I feel like I kind of need to see it now.
yeah. I mean, what you're explaining, it sounds stupid enough that
It's just there's so many just ridiculous things about it, but
yeah. Well, I guess that's where we'll end this one off. We're
yeah,
going over for a bit. So thank y'all very much for watching. Go see the Backrooms in theaters. And thanks for staying if you stayed for the whole rambling. But that's all for today,
yeah.
guys. Peace.